All right, well, Molly Allen of Underwood, a state qualifier here today. Molly, you're moving on to Des Moines. What are the thoughts?
It feels amazing. It's really exciting. This has been one of my big goals to achieve, and so I'm glad that my dreams forever have finally came true.
I think I saw sixth girl in the history of the state to qualify for the state tournament. What does that mean for you to be able to lay claim to that?
It feels really good. You know, a lot of little girls come up to me and they're like, "You did so good," and just seeing that, and I like to be a part of the growing for little girls for wrestling, so it's good.
Speak to your strengths today. What do you feel you did well?
Just getting to my shots and being physical and riding hard on top.
Now you head to Des Moines. Do you feel maybe your strong showing at the girls' state tournament a couple weeks ago and just kind of being able to handle that environment, do you feel maybe that's a benefit to you going into this weekend?
Yeah, you know, I'm used to it, big matches and being loud, and so the environment's pretty much the same. So,
what's the goals or what are the expectations for yourself?
My big goal is to place high at Boys State, and that's been my goal for a while. I wanted to win girls, and that happened, and so this is a big goal of mine.
Blake Allen of Underwood, a state qualifier today at 120 pounds, Class 1A. Blake, dominant showing for you. You didn't mess around, and you're moving on to Des Moines. What are the thoughts?
My goal is to be a state champ, and that's the only thing I'm focused on right now.
Take us through your day. You didn't mess around, like I said, couple of first period pins. Where was the success? What led to that?
I just went out there, did my job, made it quick, and moving on to the next round.
Speak to your offense today. What was it that was working?
I really like the elbow off series. That worked good for me, but other than that, I just did my job, wrestled hard, and things worked out for me.
I know last year you would have loved to have been in this situation, and things didn't work out. What does it mean to kind of redeem yourself a bit?
It means a lot. I'm just thankful to be here, thankful to be healthy, and yeah, that's about it.
Do you feel like you're wrestling some of your best right now?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I'm really happy with where I'm at. I feel good in my training, and I really trust in my body, so I'm ready to go.
What's the approach heading into next week?
Just take it one match at a time, and I'm ready for the end result, which is a state title.
Riverside's Jace Rose back to the state tournament. Jace, I know you've got lofty goals. I know qualifying for state isn't your ultimate goal, but it's a step in that right direction. So how big is it to get back to Des Moines?
Well, I mean, it was a stepping stone, and that's what was my main focus coming in this week, was just to get into the state tournament. Yeah, I got bigger goals in my mind, but one step at a time, and that was a pretty good step for me winning the tournament. So
I know you've kind of bounced around this year between 20 and 26. You end up qualifying at 26. Speak a little bit to, that decision and that happening and how you feel it benefits you going forward.
Well, it was a mental thing for me, because when I cut down to 20, it wasn't a tough cut, but it was tough enough to the point where I'd be down on myself, and a lot of self-doubt would go through my head. So 26 just felt like a better weight for me to go to, and overall my coaches told me pick a weight, stick to it, and I picked 26, and I'm sticking to it. So
yeah, and you were dominant today in doing that. What stood out to you about your performance? What'd you like?
I like going out there and taking care of business. I don't like messing around, taking them up, letting them down. I mean, this time of the year, it's just about getting things done, and that's pretty much what I did today. So
yeah, you're on to the state tournament for the fourth time in your career. Senior season, is it kind of, what are the emotions right now?
To be honest, I mean, I don't really have any emotions right now, but after the state tournament, I bet that'll be different. Right now, I'm just wrestling and having fun and doing what I do, and can't ask for anything other than that.
You've had a couple of great tournament runs the last couple of years. I know you're trying to grab that elusive state championship. What's it going to take for you to be able to do that?
I just got to put my mind to it, and I can do it. I can beat anybody that steps out in the mat against me. I have full confidence in it. And I've been working hard in the practice room, had a lot of good drill partners and all that, and they've all helped me out, and just putting my mind to it.
Well, Underwood Stevie Barnes moving on to the state tournament. Stevie, fourth time for you now going to Des Moines. What are the thoughts?
I really didn't expect anything else. Came in, knew what I had to do. I'm the number one ranked guy right now, and it doesn't put any pressure on me, but I know what I got to do, and I came in here and did that. So.
Where do you feel your strengths were today?
I mean, I'm really just getting to all my attacks. I feel like I had a lot of variety on my feet, and really just opened up a lot of things where I could put people away. And we've been working in the room all season long, and it's paying off.
You mentioned you don't feel like you're feeling any pressure being ranked number 1, but where are you at mentally going into next week?
Really, I try not to look at rankings at all. At the end of the day, I got to go out there and wrestle. It doesn't matter where I'm at or what I'm ranked or anything like that. So, I've got a game plan and I need to stick to it. And if I do that, I think all will go well and I'll end up with a state championship.
Well, Riverside's Nolan Moore, state qualifier, district champion here today at 152 pounds. Nolan, your 3rd trip to Des Moines now. What does it mean for you to get back?
It's just more of the same. I'm trying to get to the ultimate goal of being on top of the podium, winning a gold medal, but it starts 2 months ago, it started 3 months ago, it starts until 10 years ago when I started wrestling or whatever. You just got to keep training and keep training and keep training, getting better and getting better and getting better until you can end up and completing your goals.
How gratifying or rewarding is it, to go through the grind of a season and to get to this spot? That's hard to do. How gratifying is it?
It feels great. I mean, job's not done, obviously. We got more matches to win next week. This is just a stepping stone on the ladder.
Finals match, kind of a fun one. You had to hold on for the win against David Held in St. Albert. What do you feel clicked for you? Where do you feel the match was won for you?
Just getting to my stuff, winning the positions that I know I can win, and not letting him get in positions where I don't think I could win them.
Now you head to state for the 3rd time. Do you feel like, this time around, you're probably pretty cool, calm, and collective? You know what to expect?
Yeah, I know where we're going to warm up. I know what we're going to do when we warm up. I know where we're going to stay. I know all that stuff. It's just more of the same. We do the same things every year. So then it doesn't change, and you always know what you're going to do.
What's it going to take for you to make some noise next week?
Just keep getting to my stuff and keep scoring points.
Well, trainers Caleb Iliff moving on to the state tournament, district champion at 160 pounds here today. Caleb, another fun match with Garrison Gettler. You come out on top, but most importantly, you move on to the state tournament. What does that mean to you?
It feels amazing. Last year I fell short at districts, and this year I won it, so it feels amazing.
How rewarding or gratifying is it for you to know that it's hard to get to the state tournament? It's hard to go through a season and win enough matches and stay healthy to be able to get to this situation, but then to take the most of it. How gratifying is that?
Man, it's definitely a grind, and all the work I put in this season, and it just feels great that it paid off for sure.
Your finals match, obviously no secrets between you and Garrison. I think you said 5th match between you guys. You're able to get some late points and get the win. Just kind of walk us through that match.
I mean, that match definitely didn't go how I wanted it to, but I mean, that takedown at the end saved me, and I got it done, so that's all that matters.
What did you see that led to that takedown?
Instincts, honestly. I just hit it. I just went for it. So.
Now you head to Des Moines. What do you expect that to be like when you're able to get out there on the mat Thursday?
I'm not really sure. Obviously, it's my first time there, so I'm just going to go out there and do what I do best, and that's wrestle. So.
Tri-Center's Brecken Freeberg going back to the state tournament district champion today at 182 pounds. Brecken, kind of a workman-like performance for you today to punch your ticket to Des Moines. What are the takeaways? What are the thoughts?
Excited to be back. The nerves aren't there from last year. Get revenge. Kind of underperformed last year, and I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, do you feel this year you go into it maybe with a better sense of what to expect because of last year?
Yeah, definitely, because last year, first time, obviously, and no idea. You run out there, they call your name. It's just all nerves. I'm excited to be back, though.
Pretty dominant semifinal and then final for you today. What was working that led to that dominance?
In the first match, I knew I was a lot stronger, so I used that. In the second match, the kid's a cradler. I knew that, so I had to stay in position the whole time and got him on his back and pinned him.
You've had some really tough matches this year, against whether it's, from opponents from out of state or different classes. I know they haven't always gone the way you want in terms of the end result, but how have those maybe grown you as a wrestler?
Definitely. Like John Jay a few weeks ago, I bumped up 95 just to see what it was like. Maybe go up there for state and faced Jackson Hildebrand from Denison. He's a great wrestler, but I realized then that I can't take these bad shots, and then I got to stay in position more. And then same with Jackson DeWald at our tournament from Westwood. He's a good wrestler, great wrestler. And same thing, stay in position.
You mentioned last year you came into the state tournament, you had lofty goals, you fell short of achieving those. What's it going to take to kind of right that wrong this time around?
Obviously get on the podium. Goal is I think top 4 is my goal, beat my brother. It's the plan.
What do you need to do to make that possible?
Just wrestle the way I wrestle and stick to it. Keep great shots and all that.